Your valuable teaching time. Your valuable time researching and preparing. Imagine having a time capsule to capture your valuable time. Someone will need your wisdom one day. Why not preserve it all at Academic Sharing? Academic Sharing is an online portal for teaching resources. You can find everything, syllabi, presentations, and videos related to internet science. Powered by Yahoo, University of Washington, and University of Texas at Austin. People need your wisdom.
We are here at the iSchool and University of Washington today, interviewing Pat Brogan, a faculty with Santa Clara University and also a part of Yahoo, who has been the project sponsor for Academic Sharing. So Pat, would you tell us more about what this project is all about and how do you envision it?
The vision behind Academic Sharing was to be able to share content on behalf of Yahoo and other companies and other faculty with faculty members who are teaching areas where the technology or the discipline moves so fast that faculty struggle to stay current. In a lot of cases, there aren't textbooks. Think about social media. There aren't textbooks on social media because social media didn't exist 5 years ago. So in working at Yahoo with the various scientists, Yahoo's published over 1,000 papers at conferences on research in areas that we would call internet sciences, and done a lot of research on consumer behavior and advertising. That information has not, it's been published, but it hasn't necessarily been used for course materials because it hasn't been in a format. So the original motivation was to take these materials that Yahoo has and share those with faculty at university.
Would you like to elaborate more, like you yourself being a faculty at Santa Clara University, what are some of the current challenges that you have faced or you are facing in finding the right content that is kind of contemporary and competitive in today's environment?
My role at Santa Clara has been as an adjunct faculty member, and I have been called in to teach classes over the past 10 years when they have a need, because I've had a real full-time job. So the classes I've taught I've had to put together pretty quickly because I don't have the luxury of consistently teaching the same class. So this last quarter I taught internet marketing and looked to go evaluate textbooks in the field and found there's very little on internet marketing. And when I looked at the e-commerce, which was the closest textbook, and downloaded all the materials, I found that even though the textbook was actually updated every year, and there's like a 2013 version that's now out there, it still was missing a lot. What I had to do is go and interview other faculty members, and I went and looked at the top 20 business schools to see who was teaching it, and then I asked them for their syllabus and their course materials, only to find out that everybody was saying, well, when you find out, please share with me because we're still struggling with that. I've also talked to communications colleges, business colleges, iSchools, and computer science, and they all see a need for teaching courses which hadn't been taught over the years because they weren't needed, and those include areas of big data. So the idea behind that was if we put together a portal and allow faculty to contribute to it and take from it, and grad students, because grad students are clearly in this field as well as potentially being faculty members themselves, we thought that this would foster a community of people sharing really the best and latest in these areas. So along those lines, I went to the iSchool at Washington and at Texas and looked for students who were interested and found a whole lot of students who were interested, of which 16 signed up to build this project.
Would you like to elaborate more on what kind of specific content that you, as a content contributor, would like to contribute to Academic Sharing, and what kind of content would you like to use?
So I'll take the class that I just taught as a good example. Because I was teaching it for the first time, I wasn't really sure how to evaluate my students' work. So I didn't know what an A paper was like. And so one of the big challenges as a faculty member is setting the expectation for grades for students. So to do that, I looked at the syllabus from other faculty members who've taught this. One was up here at University of Washington. There's a really good class. And I looked at how he graded the students, but I didn't have examples of student work. So after I taught my class, I had some really good student projects, and I asked them, would you be willing to share this? so that I and others could say, this is a quality project, and this campaign had these results, which I thought were outstanding results, and the write-up was really good. It would help me as a faculty member not have the students who got B's who were all upset because they thought theirs were A's, have an example of what A-level work was, and I would have loved to have had that at the beginning of the course. I would have loved to have had the articles that I put together during the course to have those available to the students before the course and to share those with others. And I'd love to be able to have other faculty members who are teaching this have some form of collaboration where we can post and communicate and chat about, here's a new article that was posted and you might want to have students read this. And there's a whole variety of areas, and when I found out that by teaching internet marketing in 10 weeks that it's really 3 years worth of material, I'd love to be able to have a taxonomy and say, okay, what goes into internet marketing? And it's social media, it's e-commerce, it's privacy, it's security, it's email marketing, it's advertising, audience sciences, it's all these different areas. So I'd love to be able to search by the areas, search by the courses, or just search by the content.
Would you like to just tell one sentence as to how you're going to sum up this project?
So the project Academic Sharing is a portal that will be launched relatively soon, and we would encourage faculty to contribute to it and take from it and share their comments with others.
We are here at the iSchool in the University of Washington interviewing the Dean of the iSchool, Harry Bruce. Would you like to share with us your thoughts about the Academic Sharing Project?
Well, I'm excited about the Academic Sharing Project. There are three reasons behind this. The first is it's a wonderful collaboration between industry and university. It's tremendously important that the university become more relevant to the outside world in its activities. Secondly, there's always a great challenge within the academic community to ensure that our curriculum is current and that in fact we're serving the needs of industry in terms of the skills that we impart to our students. And so having a portal where we're able to share the different initiatives that we're bringing into university curriculum with industry and with other academic partners is tremendously important. And the third is it's fabulous to have a partnership between the University of Washington iSchool and the UT Austin iSchool. Obviously these students are attracted to this field of study, but they're coming from different regions of both the world and North America. And so being able to expose one another to the different orientations to the curriculum that come out of those two institutions is tremendously important.
Thank you. Do you have any thoughts as to how others other than Yahoo can leverage this work? We have so many iAffiliate partners, and we have so much of partnership with University of Washington's iSchool and professional organizations. So do you see a scope wherein other organizations can leverage and build upon this idea?
Yes, I do hope that other iAffiliate partners, these are partners from the broad range of information and technology industries across this region, would like to participate in this, perhaps providing sponsorships for the project itself, perhaps providing input or encouraging faculty and students to participate. Perhaps, in fact, carrying on the sponsorship for this particular Capstone initiative into the next year.
Thank you so much for sharing your perspective on our project.
It's my pleasure.
I've always found that when I'm teaching, it's very, very useful to have a way of calibrating what you're doing against other people teaching apparently the same topics. And you'll find, and you'll know as a student, that two classes which might be the same name, might even be the same course number, can be taught very, very differently depending on who's doing the teaching. And I think there's an advantage here for a faculty just to sort of, reference what each other is doing and leverage the strength of the collective in their own class. It's a very good idea. It's the right time, it's the right subject matter. I think we should be sharing resources and utilizing the available technology to enhance and enable the kind of teaching that we want to do at iSchools. The technology changes so fast. Sometimes the issues don't change that fast, but students would like to be informed by reading the most up-to-date ideas and the most up-to-date literature. it's clear there aren't established textbooks for many of the courses that we try to read. So this kind of portal, I suspect, could provide lots of faculty with very useful resources that they can go to as a one-stop shop and find material that's current, that other people working in the field have used and have found to be of value. And that's very, very important for faculty. They're not just mining it for themselves, they're actually collectively refining it and sharing the best work. So I would use it. I would definitely use it. So first and foremost, I'd be a user. I would hope that with experience I could also be a contributor so that I could push stuff back in. Most of them are happy to share and happy to find out what other instructors have used and what works well. As I said, that's a very strong part. For the majority of us, this is going to be a wonderful step forward from just trying to do things on our own, pull together reading lists and do things in the traditional way. I really, really like this new approach.